So she's in the bed, in this kind of sink.
Não consegue mais comer, come no hospital.
Dandavat.
Dandavat.
Dandavat Maharaj.
Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam Maharaj.
Evil. Hi. Everyone fine?
Todos estão bem?
Yes.
Yes.
Mercy. Mercy. Gurudev. All good.
Now not only fine, Maharaj, but happy to see you.
Yes.
Hare Krishna. Hi.
Nice to see you. Como que fala aquela chamada?
How are you, Maharaj?
I'm okay, thank you.
Dandavat Prabhu.
Krishna Keshava. Dandavat. Devaguti também é tão bonita, né? Nós todos.
Are you in touch with Shantaji? Kopa?
Yes, Maharaj, we are until a few hours we were in a class with him.
Oh, okay.
It finished maybe 2 hours ago, the class.
He had to go to another lecture.
Yeah.
Giving so much problem to him.
Yes. Que estão dando tantos problemas para ele. Yes.
Muitos problemas.
You would think these things would not happen among devotees.
Maharaj, just 1 moment.
One minute.
We will
1 minute.
make some arrangements here with the dogs.
Dogs.
So, one moment.
The dog.
So they stop barking. 1 moment.
He wants to talk with us also.
Yes. They are really anxious to talk. They talk a lot, you know?
I know. Does he chant Hare Krishna with you?
No, Madhu Mangal love Aratis. He always sit outside the temple. We keep looking to the deities and stay together with us. The others, they are like more carmedial dogs, you know?
How many you have?
We have here 4 or 5 dogs.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, you know.
Gopal Prabhu, do you have any more animals on your farm?
No, we only have 5 dogs here now. And we have some birds that come here, but they're free, you know, some parrots that live near.
shy.
Tem muito mais. Como que faz?
Shamgori is saying that there is a lot of parrots here. Lots of parrots.
Any peacocks?
Not Maharaj. It's difficult to find peacocks in Brazil. It's not common to see.
Mas os parecem muito.
We have different. Yes,
Yeah.
please, Maharaj.
We have a lot of turkeys here. Wild turkeys.
Yes, I saw.
You saw? He
Yes.
showed Krishna Kesava showed you?
No, I saw in some photos, in some videos.
Photos. Oh, I see.
Yeah.
We have turkey and we have deer
Yes,
and butterflies.
yes, yes.
Fala pra ele que enche de lá na frente. Não tem
Yeah.
no Arati, eu fico tão-
Shamagori says that when the at Mangalarati time, the parrots usually come near to the temple and they hear her singing Hare Krishna and they become to,
They become happy, huh?
yes. They always come to Mangalarati, that's time.
E aí eu canto
Okay.
And then Shamagori stays outside, Hare Krishna to them.
They are up so early.
Yes, really early.
Okay.
4 da manhã. Que horas?
Yes, 4:35 in the morning, they are already really happy,
That is before sunrise, how they can see.
Yes, I don't know. When the sun rises, they are more crazy, the birds here. They all start to sing.
Okay.
Muito especial.
That is not common here, but you can see rarely a different kind of parrot that's not small one, that's big, that's called arara.
Ah,
That is native of Brazil. You can see sometimes. They're blue, very beautiful birds.
okay. Parrot is native to that area. Huh?
Yes. There are a lot of different species of parrots here, different colors, sizes.
Have a festival in Rio where the Brazilians dress up as parrots in beautiful costumes.
Okay. So Ananda said he's not coming today.
I don't know, Maharaj. I will send a message to him. Você
Okay.
quer que falou?
Do quê?
Me ajudar lá?
Sim, é que eu fico preocupada, que eu gostaria de saber se tem alguma coisa que ele
And you had one visitor the other time. Rajeshwari,
Yes.
was this?
Irasheshwari. Yes,
Irasheshwari.
she asked to apologize, Maharaj, because she cannot join us because she's making dainty clothes now.
Oh, I see.
She's studying
Seems-
for the Asami.
Seamstress.
Yes,
Oh, seamstress. Okay.
she makes the dainty clothes. One moment, I'll send a message to Harinanda Maharaj. I'm muted here.
Maharaj,
Yes.
I asked Yad Gopal because I am worried, Shanta Maharaj, because there's some problems that are happening in India. I would like to know if we can do something to help. I don't know.
Well, he's trying to get some legal help.
Yeah.
The problem is that the temple has to be put in the proper name.
Mhm.
And then there won't be any more difficulties. So that's a legal problem. And he's working on that. Then I don't think they can do anything.
Yeah.
At present, the anti-party seems to be very clever. They know so many things, you see. So wherever the weak point is, they try to attack.
Shamagori said that she's happy because she saw that Shanta Maharaj health improved.
Yes, yes, that at least he has now, thankfully.
Yes.
And Mahaprabhu is in charge. That's how I see it. And then if he wants things to go on, it will go on nicely. But we have nothing to worry about. Whatever he decides is the best. Will be the best. That much faith we have. And I think he wants us to wants the mutt to go on. So I'm sure everything will work out very nicely. So that Sridhar Maharaja's teachings can be preserved and propagated further. You play the mridanga, Jadugopal?
A little bit, Maharaj. A little bit.
Pocosito.
Yes, pocosito.
All right.
My formation, Maharaj, as musician is harpsichord.
I know, yes, you told me, yes.
Yeah.
That's really nice.
Yes.
Why harpsichord? Why not piano?
Because the repertoire, the kind of music.
Oh,
I have.
You like Beethoven and.
Yes. A little bit back. Yes, Beethoven too back. You know?
Okay.
And also because the formation, when you study piano, you have what they call it contemporary formation, where you just study the instrument. And when you study an old instrument, you have also philosophy, history, and other, rhetorics and other areas that you have classes on.
Okay. Very nice. So would you like to lead the kirtan?
Yes, I can do it, Maharaj. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda
Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda
Shri Advaita Gadadara Shri Vasadi Gora Bhakta Vrinda
Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gora Bhakta Vrinda
Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda
Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda
Shri Advaita Gadadara Shri Vasadi Gora Bhakta Vrinda
Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gora Bhakta Vrinda
Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda
Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda
Shri Advaita Advaita Gadadara Srivasadi Gora Bhakta Vrinda.
Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Rama Raghava, Rakshamam.
Rama Raghava, Rama Raghava, Rama Raghava, Rakshamam.
Rama Raghava, Rama Rakshamam.
Rama Raghava, Rama Raghava, Rama Raghava, Rakshamam.
Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna He.
Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna He.
Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Pahimam.
Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Pahimam.
Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Rakshamam.
Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Rakshamam.
Gora Gora, Gora Gora, Gora Gora, Gora Hari.
Gora Gora, Gora Gora, Gora Gora, Gora Hari.
Nitai Gorango, Nitai Gorango, Nitai Gorango, Jayo Nitai Gorango.
Nitai Gorango, Nitai Gorango, Nitai Gorango, Gora Hari.
Nitai Nitai Gaurango, Nitai Gaurango, Nitai Gaurango, Jayo Nitai Gaurango.
Nitai Gaurango, Nitai Gaurango, Nitai Gaurango, Gaura Hari.
Nitai, 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 Nitai Gaurango, Nitai, 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 Nitai Gaurango.
Nitai, 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 Nitai Gaurango. Nitai, 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 Nitai Gaurango.
Jaya Sachinandana, Jaya Sachinandana, Jaya Sachinandana, Gaura Hari.
Jaya Sachinandana, Jaya Sachinandana, Jaya Sachinandana, Gaura Hari.
Jaya Sachinandana, Jaya Sachinandana, Jaya Sachinandana, Gaura Hari.
Jai Sachinandana, Jai Sachinandana, Jai Sachinandana, Gaura Hari.
Gora, 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 Gora Hari.
Gaura, 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 Gaura Hari.
Guru Deva, Jaya Guru Deva, Guru Deva, Jaya Guru Deva.
Guru Deva, Jaya Guru Deva, Guru Deva, Jaya Guru Deva.
Guru Deva, Jaya Guru Deva, Guru Deva, Jaya Guru Deva.
Guru Deva, Jaya Guru Deva, Guru Deva, Jaya Guru Deva.
Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol.
Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol.
Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol.
Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol.
Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, 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 Nitai Gaura Hari Bol.
Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol.
Gaura Premanande, Hari.
Bol.
Jaya Mat Paramahansa Parivrajacharya Varashtotra Sata Shishimat Srila Bhakti Madhava Puri Maharaja ki
Jai.
Varashtotra Sata Shishimat Srila Bhakti Nishkama Shanta Maharaja ki Jai. Gaura Bhakti Vrinda ki
Jai.
Gaura Premanande.
Hare Krishna.
Jai Srila Prabhupada, Srila Guru Maharaj, Srila Gurudev, Srila Acharya Dev ki jai.
Jai.
Jai Giri Govardhana ki jai.
Jai.
Jai Samaveda Bhakti Vrinda ki jai.
Jai.
Jai Premanandi Hari Hari Bol.
Hari Bol.
Hari Bol. Hari Bol. Harinanda Prabhu ki jai.
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 Dandavat, Maharaja, Dandavat.
Ananditi,
Dhanyavad.
Ananditi and Prematma and Bhagavati and Prema Dakshina Hari Bol. Dhanyavad.
Jai.
Jai. Kanapriya Didi ki jai.
Jai.
Devhuti Didi ki jai. And Uma
Jai.
Devi ki jai. And Srimati
Jai.
Devi and Nalini Devi and Shyamaguri Didi ki jai. And Jadagopal Prabhu ki jai.
Jai.
And Krishna Keshava.
Jai.
Krishna Keshava Prabhu ki jai. Oh. Kanapriya's got inverted.
Dandavas, Maharaj.
Dandavas. Oh, there you are.
We are all like
Oh, page 38.
38. Página 38, Prabhu.
Vandeham Shri
Shri
Guru
Gurun
Shri Gita
Shri Guru
Padakamalam
Padakamalam
Shri Gurun
Shri Gurun
Vaishnavamsha
Vaishnavam Cha Shri
Shri
Rupam Sagrajatam
Sagana
Sagana
Raghunathanvitam
Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam
Sadvaitam
Sadvaitam
Sadvadutam
Savadutam
Paricana
Parichana
Sahitam
Sahitam
Krishna
Krishna
Chaitanya
Chaitanya Devam
Shri
Shri
Radha
Radha
Krishna
Krishna
Pada
Pada
Sagana
Sahagana
Lalita
Lalita
Shri
Shri
Vikamsa
Vikamsa
Om
Om
Agyanadmirandasya
Agyanadmirandasya
Gyananjana
Gyananjana
Salakaya
Salakaya
Chakshurun
Chakshurun
Militam Yena
Militam
Tasmai
Tasmai
Shri
Shri
Gurave
Gurave
Namaha
Namaha
Puja Shri
Puja
Guru
Shri Guru
Varga
Varga
Vandita
Vandita
Mahabhavanitaya
Mahabhavanitaya
Sada
Sada
Purva Purya
Purvapaya
Parampara
Parampara
Prachalita
Pracharita
Pragya
Pragya
Purvadate
Purvadate
Bhakti
Bhakti
Nirmala
Nirmala
Nigrahasya
Nigrahasya
Nivritam
Nivritam
Samrakshakam
Samrakshakam
Sadharam
Sadharam
Vande
Vande
Shri
Shri Guru
Gurudevam
Devam
Ananta
Ananta
Shiracharya
Shiracharya
Payanijam
Payanijam
Purvabhishta
Purvavishta
Sarpurvakam
Sarpurvakam
Guruganaya
Gurugana Shishya Sambhushitam
Chintya
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 Samasta
Samasta Veda
Veda
Nipunam
Shirupa
Shirupadananugam
Govinda
Govunda
Bidam
Pidam
Utvalam
Bhutvalam
Bharatanam
Bharatanam
Bhaktyandikam
Bhaktiyantikam
Sundaram
Sundaram
Vande
Vande
Vishwaguruncha
Vishwaguruncha Devya Bhagavino Hi Vicha Pradam
Devam
Divyadatam Prachanda Bharanam
Malarka
Malarka
Chilanchikam
Chilanchikam
Sandrananda
Chandrananda
Puram
Puram Kirika Bharanam
Vairagya
Vairagya
Vidyam
Vidyam Pratim
Shri
Shri
Siddhanta
Siddhanta
Nidhi
Nidhi Swastila
Sukham
Sukham
Saraswatanam
Saraswatanam Varam
Vandetam
Vandeham
Shivaram
Shivaramedika Saranam
Yashishwaram
Yashishwaram Sridharam
Shri
Shri
Siddhanta
Siddhanta
Saraswati
Saraswati
Tito
Tito
Gaudiya
Gaudiya
Kuran
Kuran
Raje
Raje
Bhatto
Bhattu
Banariva
Banariva
Bhatta
Bhatta
Gagane
Gagane
Yogura
Yogura
Sankirtana
Sankirtana
Maya
Maya
Bharata
Bharata
Kimingulo
Kimingulo
Radhagatan
Radhagatan
Uditya
Uditya
Jivani
Jivani
Maniman
Maniman
Krishna
Krishna
Prema
Prema
Subhadiraha
Subhadirahan
Sukam
Sukam
Radhaparam
Radhaparam
Tam
Tam
Bhaje
Bhaje
Namo Guru
Namo
Kishoraya
Gorkishoraya
Bhaktavarya
Bhaktivedanta
Murtaye
Murtaye
Gauranga
Gauranga
Vringhaya
Vringhaya
Radhababa
Radhababa
Nishedine
Nishedine
Vande
He
Bhakti
Bhakti Vinodam Shri
Gaura
Gaura
Shakti Swarupam
Swarupam
Bhakti
Bhakti
Shastrakta
Sastraki
Samrajam
Samrajam
Radha Rasa
Radharasa
Shridharam
Shridhanidhim
Gaura
Gaura
Vrajashashaya
Shashaya
Vaishnava
Vaishnava Vantivigraham
Jagannatha
Jagannatha
Prabhum
Prabhum
Vande
Vande
Prema
Premabdinvrida
Vaishnavam
Vaishnavam
Panchakalpa
Panchakalpa
Tarubhyascha
Tarubhyascha
Kripa
Kripa
Sindhubhya
Sindhubhyacha
Patitanam
Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo
Vaishnavebhyo
Namo
Namaha
Namaha
Panchatattvam
Panchatattvam
Krishnam
Krishnam
Bhaktarupa Swarupam
Bhaktarupa Bhaktavataram
Bhaktavataram
Bhaktakyam
Namami
Namami
Bhakta
Bhakta
Shantam
Shantam
Namo
Namo
Mahaparanaya
Mahaparanaya
Krishna
Krishna
Prema
Prema
Pradayate
Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gaurave Namaha Jayatam Sarvapamo Mama Mandamate Gati Matsarvasva Param Bhojo Adamadana Mohano Divyadhanya Kalpamada Madratnagara Simhasanasto Sri Gandharva Shila Govinda Devo Vaisali Sevyamano Smayami
Sriman
Rasa Rasa Rami Sivata Sita Karshan Vinu Swaner Gopinata Shri Vrinaya Tulsidevai Kriya Kesavasya Krishna Bhakti Pade Devi Satai Namo Namaha Atanatva Mantra Gurum Bhagavatartadam Gad Guruna Jayamudiraye Jai Sakarika Shishi Guru Gauranga Gandharva Govinda Sundar Padma
Shri Krishna
Krishna
Chaitanya
Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda
Nityananda
Shri
Shri Advaita
Advaita
Ita
Gadadhara
Gadadhar
Sivasadi
Srivasadi
Gaura
Srivasati Gaur
Gaurabhaktivinoda
Bhaktivinoda
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Hare
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 Hare Rama Hare
Rama
Rama
Hare
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama
Rama Rama Hare Hare
Jai Sri Prabhupada Sri Guru Maharaj Sri Guru Dev Srila Acharya Dev Ki Jai
Jai
Jai Girin Govardhan Ki Jai
Jai
Jai Samaveda Bhaktivinoda Ki Jai
Jai
Jai Ko Premanandi Hari 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 Bol
Haribo Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahamsa Sripad Bhakti Madhava Puri Maharaj Ki Jai
Jai.
Jai all the devotees Ki Jai. Who would like to sing Yasamati Nandan?
¿Alguien gustaría de cantar Yasomatinanda?
Page 16.
¿Cantarla?
Priyadarshini quiere cantarla.
Priyadakshini would like to sing, Maharaj.
Okay.
16.
Yes.
16, creo.
Cantado fuerte.
Yasomati Nandana Brayavara Nagara Gokula Ranjana Kana
Yasomati
Nandana
Brajavara
Nagara
Gokula
Ranjanakana
Gopi Paranadana Nadana Manohara Gopi Paranadana
Dana Madana Manohara
Kaliya
Damana Vidhana
Ramara Harina Namiya Vilasa
Amananda Namiya
Vilasa Gandhara Navina Nagaravara Samsvadana Subhasa
Palana Surakurana Sana Nanda Ulana Rakuyala
Rajajana
Napalana Surakulana
Nanda Godana
Rakoyala
Govinda
Madhava Navanita Dasananda
Sundara
Nanda Gopala
Yamuna Tatachara Vivasana Hara Rasa Rasika Kripa Maya
Yamuna
Tatachara Gopi Vasana Hara
Rasarasika
Ika Kripa Moya Avalabha Vrindavana Natavara Bhakati Vinoda Shraya
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol,
Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol.
Thank you very much.
Hare Krishna.
Now, anyone like to sing a song, a bhajan that they have their hearts set on today?
¿Alguien gostaria de cantar algún bhajan que su corazón esté pidiendo hoy? No.
Vaishnava Thakur, page 58.
58, Vaishnava Thakura.
Uma Devi, do you like to sing that one?
Yes, Maharaj. Hare
Okay.
Krishna. Ohe Vaishnava Thakura Dayara Sagara Hidase Karuna Kori.
Hey Vaishnava Thakura, Dayara Sagara, Hidase Karuna Kari.
Ohe Vaishnava Thakura Dayara Sagara Hidase Karuna Kori.
Hey Vaishnava Thakura, Dayara Sagara, Hidase Karuna Kari.
Kiya Padachaya Sadaye Hamaya Tumara Charana Dori.
Diya Pada Chaya, Sudha He Amaya, Tumara Charana Dari.
Tumara Charana Dori.
Tumara Charana Dari.
Jaya Vega Domi, Jaya Dosa Sodi, Jaya Guna Dehadase.
Jaya Vegadami, Jaya Dosa Shoti, Jaya Guna Dehadase.
Jaya Sat-Sanga Diye Hamare Basachi Sange Rahase.
Jaya satsanga deha hai amare Sri Sangera ase.
Asati sangera se.
Sri Sangera ase.
एकाकी हमारा नहीं पाया बाला हरिनामा संकीर्तने
एकाकी हमारा नहीं पाया बोलो हरिनाम संकीर्तने
तुम्ही कृपा कोरी श्रद्धा बिंदु दिया देह कृष्ण नामदाने
Kripakari Shadha Bindu Diya Deha Krishna Namadane
Deha Krishna Namadane
Deha Krishna Namadane
Krishna se तुम्हारा कृष्ण दीते परा तुम्हारा सकुति हाचे
Krishna se tomara Krishna dite para sakati ache
अमित कंगाल कृष्ण कृष्ण बोले दहितावा पाची पाची
Krishna Krishna Boli Daitava Pache Pache
दहितावा पाची पाची
Daitava Pache Pache
कृष्ण दाना पबीरा से दैतवा पाचे पाचे
Daitava Pache Pache
तुम्ही दिले कृष्ण दीते परा
Tumi Dire Krishna Dite Para
कृष्ण तुम्हार हृदय दाना तुम्ही दिलो दीते पारा
Krishna Toma Hridaya Dan Tumi Dile Odite Para
कृष्ण देवरा शक्ति दारा तुम्ही दिलो दीते पारा
Krishna Deva Shakti Dara Midile Odite Para
अमित कंगाल कृष्ण कृष्ण बोले दहितावा पाची पाची
Amita Kangal Krishna Krishna Boli Pache Pache
हे वैष्णव ठाकुर वैष्णव ठाकुर वैष्णव ठाकुर दयाळ वैष्णव ठाकुर
Vaishnava Thakur Vaishnava Thakur Vaishnava Thakur
दयाळ वैष्णव ठाकुर दयाळ वैष्णव ठाकुर वैष्णव ठाकुर दयाळ वैष्णव ठाकुर
Jaya Vaishnava Thakur Vaishnava Thakur Vaishnava Thakur Vaishnava Thakur
ठाकुर की जय
Jai Yes, hi, hello.
Page 30. She would like to sing Udilo Aruna.
Okay.
¿Qué página, Prabhu?
30.
Gracias.
Del pequeño.
Ujilo Aruna Purabhavaje Dijamani Gora Mani Jaje
Udila Aruna Purabhavage Vijamani Gora Amani Jage
Akata Samuhalo Yasate Gelana Garavraje
Gelana Garavraje
Tatai Tatai Bajalakol Ganaganata Hejajerarol
Tatai
Tatai Gana Gana Tahe Jandiraro
Dala Sonaranga
Premala Dala Sonaranga
Charanenu Purabaje
Charanenu Purabaje
Mukunda Madhava Yadava Hari Balena Balare Vadana Bari
Mukunda Madhava Yadava Hari Balena Balare Vadana Bari
Nidava Segelare Rati
Nichani Dava Segelare Rati
Rasasari Rasaje
Diva Sasari Rasaje
Emanadurlaba Manava Deha Payaki Karo Bhavana Keha
Emanadurlaba Manava Deha Payaki Karo Bhavana Keha
Bajile Yashoda Shuta
Ebena Bajile Yashoda Sura
Charame Padi Bilaje
Charam
Ujita Thapana Hoile Asta Dinagela Boli Hoi Vyasta
Udita Tapana Asta Dinagela Boli Hoi Bevyasta
Tabekena Ebe Alasahai
Tabekena Ebe Alasahoy
Na Bajari Dayaraje
Sridhara
Jivana Hanitya Janavasar Tahena Navida Vipadabar
Jivana Anitya Janahasa Tahena Naviha Vipadabar
Namashraya Kori Atane Tumi
Kari Atane Tumi
Takaha Panakaje
Taka Apanakaje
Krishna Nama Shuddha Kariyapana Juda Ubakati Vinoda Pran
Krishna Nam Shuddha Judaya Bhakti Vinaya
Nama vina kichu nahi kawaro.
Nama vina kichu nahi kara.
Oda bhuvana maje.
Choda bhuvana maje.
Jivera kalyana sadhana kam. Jagate asi maduranam.
Jivera kalyana sadhana kam. Jagate aseya maduranam.
Avidyati mira tapana rupe.
Avidya tapana rupe.
Irdei gagane viraje.
Jagagane viraje.
Avidyati mira tapana rupe.
Avidya tapana rupe.
Gagane viraje.
Gagane viraje.
Jaya Bhakti Noda Thakur, Jaya Bhakti Noda Thakur, Jaya Bhakti Noda Thakur, Jaya Bhakti Noda Thakur.
Bhakti Vinod Thakur, Jaya Bhakti Vinod Thakur, Jaya Bhakti Vinod Thakur, Jaya Bhakti Vinod Thakur.
Jayo Bhakti Noda Thakur, Jayo Bhakti Noda Thakur, Jayo Bhakti Noda Thakur, Jayo Bhakti Noda Thakur.
Jaya Bhakti Vinod Thakur, Bhakti Vinod Thakur, Jaya Bhakti Vinod Thakur.
Ora Premanande.
Haribo.
Vinod Thakur ki jai. Devotee Didi, do you know any of these songs? Do you know?
Yeah.
What song do you know?
Yes, Maharaj.
What song do you know?
I can sing Bajahure.
Bajahure. Do you know the page?
Yeah, 96.
96.
96.
Which page, Maharaj?
Page 96.
96. Bajahure mana Shri Nandanandana Abhaya Charanara Vindare.
Bajahure mana Shri Nandanandana Abhaya Vindare.
Durlabhamana Janama Satsangi Tarahuri Baba Sindhure.
Manabha Janama Satsange Arahai Baba Sindhure.
Itahatapa Vatavarishina Idina Idamini Jagire.
Sita
Vatavarishana Ninhayamini Jagire.
Ipalasev Krupala Durjana Chapala Supala Balagire.
Vipala Sevinu Kripana Durjana Chapala Supala Bhalagire.
Yedana Yauvana Putra Parijana Ite Kiyache tire.
Edana Yovana Putra Parijana Ikiache Paratitire
Kamala bala jala jivana talamala.
Kamala Dhala Dhala Jivana Dhala Mala
Bajahure Haripadani tire.
Bajahu Hari Padani
Ravana Kirtana Smarana Vandana Pada Sevana Dasere.
Shravana Kirtana Smarana Vandana Pada Sevana Dasa
Pujana Saki Jana Atma Nivedana Govinda Dasa Abhilashi
Pujana Saki Jana
Nivedana Govinda Dasa Bilasare
Bajahure Mana Shri Nandanandana Abhaya Charanara Vindure.
Bajahure Mana Srinandanandana Abhaya Charanara Vindare
Dullabha Manava Janama Satsange Taraure Baba Sindure.
Durlabha Manava Janama Satsange Baha E Bhava Sindure
Thank you. Medieval.
Page 17, Jai Sachinandana, Pahina 17.
Yes, perfect.
16.
17. No. Jai Sachinandana, 17. Jai Jaya Sachinandan Suramuni Vandan Bhava Bhaya Kandana Jaya He
Jai Sachinandana Suramuni Vandana Bhava Bhaya
Jaya Hari Kirtana Nartana Vartana Kalimala Kartana Jaya He
Jaya Hari Kirtana Nartana Vartana Kalimala Kartana Jaya
Nayana Purandara Vishvarupa Snehadhara Vishvambhara Vishvera Kalyana
Nayana Purandara Vishvarupa Snehadhara Vishvambhara Vishvera
Jaya Lakshmi Vishnu Priya Vishvambhara Priya Hiya Jaya Priya Kinkara Ishana
Jaya Lakshmi Vishnu Priya Vishvambhara Priya Jaya Priya Kinkara
Shri Sita Advaita Roy Malini Srivasa Joy Jaya Chandrasekhar Acharya
Sri Sita Advaita Roy Malini Srivasa Vasa Joy, Jaya Chandrasekhara Joy.
Jaya Nityananda Roy Gadadhara Jaya 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 Haridas Namacharya
Jaya Nityananda Roy, Gadadhara Jaya Jaya, Jaya Haridas Namacharya.
Murari Mukunda Jai Premanindi Mahashoy Jaya Yata Prabhu Parishada
Murari Mukunda Joy, Premadeti Mahashoy, Jayata Prabhupada Shada.
Vandi Sabakara Poi Adhamira Kripa Hoy Bhakti Saparshada Prabhupada
Vandi Sabakarapoy, Adamera Kripahoy, Bhakti Saparshada Prabhupada.
Jaya Sita Devi Jaya Sita Devi Sita Devi Jaya Sita Devi
Jaya Sita Devi, Jaya Sita Devi, Jaya Sita Devi, Jaya Sita Devi.
Jai Gurudev.
Today is the, what is appearance? Appearance
Yeah.
of Sita Devi, that's why he's saying that. Advaita Sita Devi. Who else? Who else is bursting with a song? For Krishna.
¿Quién más está con el corazón ser ferviente por alguna canción?
Bueno, tengo dos canciones que me gustan, no sé, una es Siguru Charana y otra es Rupa Manjaripada. Puedo cantar cualquiera de las dos.
Maharaj, I would like to sing or Shri Guru Charana Padma or Shri Rupa Manjaripada. Which one do you prefer?
No, Prabhu, you tell me.
¿Tú qué me dices, Prabhu? ¿Tú qué haces la escuela?
Vamos, voy a cantar entonces si Rupa Manjaripada.
Shri Rupa Manjaripada.
Okay.
Aquí es 88. En el grande es 88, en el pequeño no sé.
88. Maharaj.
I think that's not, we do not have in the small book, I believe. I don't know.
Yo creo que aquí no está.
No, they didn't put it in the small one.
Okay.
Si Rupa Manjaripada.
Hariananda Prabhu, can you share your screen?
¿Tú puedes compartir la tela?
I can find.
Tú puedes, Prabhu. No sé cómo se hace.
Can you do it, Prabhu? I don't know how to make that.
Sí.
Y voy a compartir la tela.
Pero uy, dame un segundo, que voy a cerrar la ventana porque hay un ruido aquí. Dame un segundo.
I have it.
Harinanda asked a small moment that he'll do something because there's some noise coming there. One moment. Jai.
Vale.
Can you make it bigger? Too much. Huh?
Ahí la pueden leer también. Ok.
Can you see it?
Ok. Si rupa manjari pada sei mora sampada.
Si rupa manjari pada
Jai Mora Sampada.
Si rupa manjari pada sei mora sampada.
Si rupa
Manjari Pada. Sampada.
Sei mor vayana puyana.
Sei Mora Bhajana Jana.
Sei mora pranadana, sei mora varana.
Sei mora pranadana, sei mora
Abharana.
Sei mor jivanera jivana.
Sei Mora Jivana Jivana.
Sei mora rasanidhi, sei mor vachasidi.
Sei
Sei Mora Rasanidhi. Sei Mora Vancha Siddhi.
Sei mor vedera dharama.
Sei Mora Vedera Dharama.
Sei vrata, sei tapa, sei mora mantra japa.
Sei Bhakti-tapa. Sei Mora Mantra Japa.
Sei mor dharama karama.
Sei Mora Dharma Karama.
Sei rupa manjari pada, sei mora sampada.
Rupa manjari pada sei mora sampada.
Sei mor vayana puyana.
Sei mor vajana
Mora bhajana
pujana.
jana.
Anuluka have vide, sei pade hoy decidi.
Kula hobe vidhi. Sei pade hoibe siddhi.
Tiraki vohe udinayane.
Niraki bui dui nayane.
Sei rupa madura si prana kulva yasa sasi.
Sei rupa modurasa
Prana kuvalaya sasi.
Prabhulita have ni sedine.
Prabhu fuleta hoibe di sedine.
Rupa manjari pada, sei mora sampada.
Sri Rupa Manjari Pada Sei Mora Sampada.
Sei mor vayana puyana.
Sei Mora Bhajana Pujana.
Puya adachana hoy gare yarlah dehi.
Tuya Adoshana Orole Darola Dehi.
Chirodina tapita jivana.
Chirodina Tapita Jivana.
Aharupa korodo ya dejo more pada chaya.
Rupa Korodaya Deho More Pada Chaya.
Narotama loi luna. Narotama loi nucharana.
Narotama Loilo Sarana.
Rupa manjari pada, sei mora sampada.
Sri Rupa Manjari Pada Sei Mora Sampada.
Sei mor vayana puyana.
Sei Mora Bhajana Pujana.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol.
Nitai
Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Gaura Hari Bol.
Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol.
Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol.
Gaura Premanande Hari.
Hare Krishna. Hare Ananda. So blissful. All right. And what other song?
It's possible, page 81, Maharaj.
Is it
Avatar
possible?
Sara.
Yeah, I think it's possible.
81, Avatar Sara. La última parte de la página 81. The last part of the page 81.
Avatar.
Yes. Avatara Sara Gora Avatara che non ha bagilitare.
Avatara Sara, Gora Avatara, Bhajiletare.
Avatara Sara Gora Avatara che non ha bagilitare.
Avatara Sara
Gora Avatara, Inana Bhajiletare.
Aranire vasa gelana piyasa apana karama fere.
Adinire vasa gelena piyasa apana karama fere.
Canta kerataru tsedai sevili mana amrita pabarase.
Anta kerataru sadai sevili amrita padara ase.
Prema kalpataro Shri Gauranga Mara tahara bhavile vise.
Prema kalpataru Shri Gauranga Mara Vaili Vishe.
Saurabera ashe pala shukili mana nashate pashila kita.
Saurabera ashe shukili nasate pashila kita.
Ikshudanda bhavi kata chushili mana karmene paibe mita.
Ikshudanda bhavi kata chushili mana kemane paibimita.
Arabolia golai parili mana shamana kinkara sapa.
Galaya parili mana shamana kinkara sapa.
Italabalia aguna pohali mana paili vajaratapa.
Italabolia aguna pohali mana vajaratapa.
Sarabajili Shri Gauranga Bulili Nashulini Sadurakata. Iha para kala dukala koyali mana kaili apana mata.
Iha pada kala dukala kaili mana mata.
Avatara sara goravatara che non abagilitare.
Avatara
Sara Gora Avatara Inana Bajiletare.
Avatara sara goravatara che non abagilitare.
Sara Gora Avatara Inana Bajiletare.
Nitai Gora Haribol, 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 Nitai Gora Haribol.
Nitai Gora Haribol.
Haribol, Haribol, Nitai Gaura Haribol.
Nitai Gora Haribol, 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 Nitai Gora Haribol.
Nitai
Nitai Gaura Haribol, 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 Nitai Gaura Haribol.
Premanande.
Haribol.
Jai
Krishna.
Krishna.
Ah,
Kanupriya Didi.
Dhanavat Maharaj.
No. Would you like to read the English to that?
Yeah. Oh, which page was it again? 81?
81. Well, it starts on 82, the English.
82. Sri Gora Avatar is the best of all avatars. Why don't you serve him? O mind, you resided beside water, but did not quench your thirst. You returned to your selfishness. O mind, desiring to drink nectar, you constantly chewed thorned wood, and mistook the blood of your mouth for nectar. My Lord Gauranga is a wish-fulfilling tree of divine love, but you considered him to be poison. O mind, seeking a fragrance, you smelled the odorless palasa flower, and insects entered your nose. O mind, considering rocky sugarcane, you sucked dry wood. How will you taste sweetness in this way? O mind, considering it a necklace, you wore death's attendant serpent around your neck. O mind, considering it to be cooling, you embraced fire and received a scorching burn. You served your family mundane ends, forgot Sri Gauranga, and never listened to the sadhu's words. O mind, you wasted both this life and your next life. You deprived yourself. Srila Lokandas Thakur ki jai.
Jai.
Quite a poem, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, Krishna. So, any other
¿Alguien
requests?
más?
Can I sing one, Maharaj?
Yes, please.
Page 67?
57?
67.
Did she say 57?
67.
67, okay.
Página 67.
Perfect. Yeah.
Hey, we don't need to couple anymore.
Not even close.
Akaroda Paramananda Nitananda Rai Abhimana Shunya Nityanagero Bedai
Akaroda Paramananda Nityananda Roy Abhimana Sunya Nityanagara Bedai
Atama Patita Cheritva Vitva Harinama Mahamantra Dina Balaiya
Adamada Patita Jive Dware Dware Giya Harinama Mahamantra Lena Biliya
Dari deki tari kahi dante trina dari amare kenyalaha praja gaurahari.
Hare Dekhe Tare Kahe Dante Trina Dari Mare Kiniya Laha Baja Gaurahari
Eta bole nityananda bhumi gadiyaya shonara pavatayena dulatilotaya.
Nityananda Bhumegadiya Nara Parvatayena Dulati Latai
Ena avatari airatina janmila lochan boli se papielo aragela.
Ena Avatare Yara Rakina Janmila Lochambole Se Papi Ela Anagela
Akuroda Paramananda Nitananda Rai Abhimana Sunya Nitai Nagiro Pedai.
Akroda Paramananda Nityananda Roy Vimana Sunyanitai Nagare Pedai
Tayanitai, 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 Tayanitai.
Jayanitai, 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 Jayanitai.
Jayanitai, Hare Krishna.
Haribo.
Dasta Guru.
Jai Kanupriya Didi Ki Jai.
Hare Krishna, Nana. Thank you, Maharaj.
We'll go to Prapanna Jivanamrita.
Yes.
Page, let's see, whatever. 132.
On page 93, I think, Maharaj, or 92.
94 on the, 133 in the PDF and 94 page number. 94 or page, page 94, number 133, and the file.
Página 94.
Yes. Capítulo 6, Prabhu. Creo que la versión es distinta. Capítulo 6 is the number 6, Prabhu.
Yes.
Okay,
oh wait, maybe we're still on number 5, I think. Yes, I think we're still on number 5. So that would be page 93. Yes. Text number 5, page 93 in the text. Sri Krishna Charanam Eva Prapananam Santapa Hari Sudha Varshi Atapatram Tapa Trayena Bihatasya Gore Santapyamanasaya Bhavadvan Isha Pasyami Nanyat Sharanam Tavangri Dvanvata Padrat Amitabi Varshat Srimad Uravasya. And the lotus feet of Lord Sri Krishna are the umbrella to vanquish the suffering of his surrendered souls and shower nectar upon them. O Master, for persons afflicted by the triple miseries in this ghastly course of material existence, I see no other shelter but the umbrella of your holy lotus feet, on which the rain of eternal nectar showers down. Generally, an umbrella protects you from the rain. This umbrella rains on top of you. Okay. Lotus feet are like an umbrella that rains eternal nectar down upon you. When it's raining out, we take shelter of an umbrella. Yes. This one means there's no rain. When there's no rain, then you go under this umbrella and you get nectar. When you're suffering in the desert of nectarless existence, miserable existence, what are the three miseries? Three miseries, you know?
Adi Bhautika, Adi Daivika, Adi.
Yes. Very nice. Now, who knows what that means? Adi Bhautik, Adi Daivik, Adi Atmik. Who knows what that means?
Misery. You mean the afflictions, different things that are afflicted to the body? You mean those ones that happen to you via natural disasters, ones that happen by someone else, maybe inflicting something on you, and then one of the body's natural defects, disease.
I think mind, environment, body, afflictions of your own mind, afflictions of the body, that means other bodies also. And Adi Daivik is the afflictions of the environment. Mind and body and the surroundings. So these things are always causing some problem. And to get out, to escape those desert-like and cruel conditions, you have to get under the umbrella of Mahaprabhu's lotus feet. The lotus feet of Mahaprabhu will pour all nectar on you and quench your thirst for nectar.
Can I translate, Maharaj?
I'm sorry?
Can I
Yes,
translate?
yes, Prabhu.
Así, usualmente, tú pegas una umbela, ¿no, Prabhu?
O paraguas también.
Paraguas. Tú pegas un paraguas para te proteger de la lluvia, pero es de esta lluvia sale de la umbela, la paraguas. Cuando llueve, nosotros normalmente tomamos el abrigo, el paraguas, pero está saliendo la lluvia de esta paraguas. Nosotros estamos en el desierto, donde hay tres clases de miserias: Adi Daivika, Adi Bhautika y Adi Atma, I think.
Adi Atma, Adi Daiva, and Adi Bhautika.
Adi Bhautika, yes. O sea, las miserias de la mente, del cuerpo y del medio ambiente, Adi Daivika. Mente, cuerpo, medio ambiente. Estas son las tres cosas que siempre nos causan problemas. Y para salir de eso, tenemos que ir para abajo del paraguas de Mahaprabhu, o local de donde saciará nuestra voluntad de néctar. Yes, Maharaj.
Acha, okay. Very nice. So next text, verse 6. Sad aripu taditasya santi inasya svanata saranashrayam eva abhaya shoktamrita pradam chiram iya vincharnarthas tapyamano nutapayar avitrusha sadamrito Alabda Shanti Kartanchit Sharanada Samputes Samupetas Tvat Padamja Paratman Abhayamritam Ashokam Pai Mapanam Isha from Makundasya. So for the disturbed soul who is flogged by his 6 enemies, only the shelter of the lotus feet of his natural master awards him immortality and fearlessness and sorrowlessness. You have the Spanish edition, right, of this book?
Yes, Maharaj. Hariananda has that.
He has that, okay. So, O Supreme Soul, for time immemorial in this material world, I have been tormented with sin, stung with remorse, and constantly harassed by my 6 insatiable enemies, namely the 5 senses and the mind. O gracious awarder of shelter, somehow I have come before your holy lotus feet, which are the embodiment of fearlessness, sorrowlessness, and positive immortality. My master, please protect this one distress, Sri Mukunda.
Maharaj,
Yes?
what are the 6 enemies?
The 5 senses and the mind.
Oh.
Also the 6 enemies of the mind.
Huh?
There are also 6 enemies of the mind, like
Say it. Had to hear? What?
There are 6 enemies of the mind also, like kama, lust, lobha, anger, krodha, envy, I think, pratishta, pride, and 2 more.
Is it madness or
Madhava.
madness?
Madhava. Kama,
Krodha, lobha, moha.
Moha. What's moha?
Delusion. I don't remember.
Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Mada, Matsara. Ahankara.
Matsara, yes. Envy. Oh, they were so smart. So all material existence is characterized by these things. In the spiritual world, the senses are joy-giving. In the material world, there's creating problem, misery for us. Positive immortality. Does anybody know what that is?
I may have a guess, but I'm not sure if I know, Maharaj.
Let me see your guess. Tell me.
I have been thinking about that. When we say mortality, immortality means not possible to death, but that's not the same to have a positive integration of life, a dynamic existence.
Ah, very nice.
I was thinking about that. It's like that, Maharaj. Can you correct me, please?
That's correct. But what is it?
This is dynamic place where you can be dynamically active with Lord Krishna by service and Srimati Radharani and his servants.
Very nice.
Not self-centered.
But what is eternal about it?
I don't know. I cannot think.
Hare Krishna.
Navayovanam.
Yes. What does that mean?
Eternally fresh, eternally new.
Yes. What is that? What is ever new?
Govinda.
We were talking with Shanta Maharaj about something close. I made a question about something close to that.
What
That
did
in
you
the moment that I see that I try to put a limitation in the limitless, to make a definition to that, make a guess of that, it's not more limited, it's my mind only. It only can show itself. I cannot get there. I cannot think about that.
Well, yes and no.
Yeah.
Inconceivable means it's beyond our understanding, but it's not beyond our reason.
Okay.
Otherwise, how we can say immortal? It has some meaning to us, no?
Yes. But it's not Maharaj, because it's the nature of the soul we can get this concept, understandment of this concept.
Leela. His eternal means Leela, the play, Krishna's play.
That's also, yes. And the devotee can see that. He's ever participating and experiencing that and observing that, we can say. If we think about time, I see immortal in terms of eternality, the eternal. So what's eternal? In respect to time. What would eternal mean in terms of time? There's past, present, and future, no?
Yeah.
What is the past? Gone, no?
Yes.
It's what is time that is already gone.
Yes.
And what is the future?
The time that didn't come yet.
Time that doesn't exist.
Yes.
The past also doesn't exist. No?
Yes. Yes, true.
Past doesn't exist. Future doesn't exist. Then what exists?
Yes, now.
Present.
Yeah.
Present is the only thing that exists. And can you put your finger on the present?
When I try to do that, it's already past.
but it's still there, no?
Yeah.
It is already past, but it's still there.
Yes.
Who's putting their finger there? You in the present, no?
Yes.
So what is that present?
It is maybe the experience.
Our breath.
What is it?
Our breath.
Our breath.
It is in the present life.
Yes. That's also part of our existence, breathing.
We are breathing. So breath is present.
Breathing, living, our sense experience, everything, experiencing, thinking, it's all there in the present. Well, what is the significance about the present that's not found in the past or future?
It always exists.
Oh, it's existing. Not only, but it's a dynamic existence.
Yeah. It's shaped.
It both is, and at the same moment isn't.
Yeah.
Now, what kind of thing both is and isn't at the same time? Something that's moving, something that's growing.
Yes.
Something that's dynamic.
Yes. Yes.
What is dynamic? Just like an arrow.
Yes.
A moving arrow, it's in one place and is not in that place in the same moment in order to move. the Zeno paradox. I'm told how there can be movement when the thing has to be both in one place and not in that place. And it's called moving.
Yeah.
So we are in a moving existence. We are in a dynamic existence. And not that it exists at one moment and not at another, but that it exists at one moment and another at the same time. They're called dynamic.
Yeah. Yes.
That's called the eternal present. Present is moving and not moving. Is there and not there.
Yes.
But it never disappears. Your whole life, your entire life, this life, let us say, you have been living in what? Present or the past? Or the future? What do you live in? The whole life.
Yes, in the present.
Huh?
The moment.
In the present, no?
Yes. Yes.
When you were 3 years old, you were living in the present, no?
Yes. Yes.
So your whole life you've been living in the present.
Yes. I was remembering Maharaj, the Isha Upanishad, I think there is Tanne Jatitya Najati Taduretan Vantike Tadantarasya Sarvasya Tad Sarvasya Syabhahyata. He moves but does not move. Can be shown that way also, no, Maharaj?
Yes, yes.
Very nice. Very nice.
So you've been living your whole life in the present, and in the future you will also be living in the present.
Yeah.
You can, and there's no time other than the present in which you are living. We say past, we say future, but those are only words. Indicate something that does not really exist. It's in our mind.
Yeah. Yes. Really nice.
So what does that tell about us? Does that say we are immortal or no?
Yes, there is only present.
Huh?
This is the prerogative of eternity. It cannot be. I think that's the name.
Yes,
please.
Not only the present, but the eternal present.
Yeah.
Eternal, dynamic present.
Yeah.
Everything is living in the present. The trees outside, they are growing. The grass is growing, but is also participating in the present, the eternal present. It must, in order to remain existing. Otherwise, it ceases.
Yes.
So Krishna Keshava said, Navayovana. You know the meaning of Navayovana?
No, Maharaj.
Ever youthful. Ever youthful.
Yeah.
What is that verse? Advaitam Achyutam Anaram Anantarupam. Is that the one? Advaitam Achyutam Anaram Anantarupam. Adhyam Puranam. Adhyam Puranam. Well, how's the rest go?
How does it start? Advaitam Achyutam
Anaram Anantarupam.
Vidyam
Puranam Purusham Navayovanam Cha. You know that verse from the Brahma Samhita? It says, Advaitam Achyutam Anadam Anantarupam. That the Lord is one, Advaitam. Achyutam is unconquerable. Anadam means there's no beginning. And Anantarupam, and he has infinite number of forms. That's Krishna. Advaitam, Achyutam, Anadam, Anantarupam. One, unconquerable. Anadam, no beginning. And Anantarupam, with many forms. Then it says Adhyam Puranam, but he is the oldest, yet he is the oldest. Adhyam Puranam means very old, huh? Adhyam Puranam Purusham, and he's a person. Adhyam Puranam Purusham Navayovanam Cha means is ever youthful, ever new, Yovanam. Yovanam means youth. Nova. Nava Yovana means is ever. Nava Yovana means youthful, ever new youth.
Mhm.
Now, you notice when the environment is always green. Well, generally in the summer and so forth, it's always green. It doesn't get old. We can say it's an old tree, but actually the tree is always renewing itself.
Yes.
All life is doing that. Your body also, everybody is getting old, but it's actually renewing itself at every moment. Navayogan.
Yes.
Always new cells are coming. Your brain, everything. The cells, everything being replaced. Your body is being replaced at all times. Of course, the process wears out. But the thing that you have in the present is always renewing itself, tearing itself down and renewing itself. Metabolism, catabolism, anabolism. You know these three words? Catabolism means breaking down.
Okay.
Anabolism means building up. Metabolism means maintaining. Anabolism, catabolism, metabolism. Going on at every moment in the present. Present is experiencing this threefold processes going on in every present. And thus it's ever youthful. Huh? Yes?
It's like the three Purushams, like Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, understand.
Or the three modes.
Yes.
Huh?
Yes.
Passion is creating. Raja, creation.
Rajaguna, Tamaguna, Sattva-guna.
Yes, Tamagun means tearing down, destroying. Tamagun, Shiva is destroying. Passion, Rajagun is creating. That's anabolism. Tamagun is catabolism. Catabolism. And then mode of goodness, Sattva-gun, is maintaining.
Yeah.
That's the metabolism. So you find these three gunas operating all around us. Yet they're all elements of the present. And that present is eternal, as far as we know, for our time period. So what is that? That eternal moment. That is the soul.
Yes.
That locates the soul. Quality of the soul. And unaffected by all these time changes, so-called time periods, which are effects of the mind, non-existing. They're existing, but they're not. Where does the past exist? It exists in our mind, in our memory.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't exist out there where you can hold it, touch it.
Yeah. I think, Maharaj, that I just understood something that I studied many years ago. That's about the great categorization of time. They say linear time and vertical time, not chronological time. They say, Cicero says that time goes for the material in a chronological time.
Okay.
But the soul, it's in a vertical time.
Well, I don't know. I think it's circular time.
Yes, this is the divine time. They say ion.
Okay. A very complicated, actually, subject.
Yes.
But if we can have simple vision of the present, is a very important time for us to understand. And they always say, be here. I thought there was one yogi, Ramdas, I think his name was. He said, be here now.
Yeah.
You know that one?
No, but it's beautiful.
Be here now. Here and now. It's the only place you can be.
Yeah.
Always. At the present. So you're already immortal.
Yes.
If you focus on, stop, as Bhakti Vinod told, past is sleeping, past is asleep, and the future is a dream. Forget the past that sleeps, and ne'er the future dream at all, but act with times that are with thee, the present, and progress thee shall call.
Present.
You know that? You want to make some progress, then you have to be present.
Yes.
Present to yourself. There you can make some difference.
Yes.
Don't worry about the past or future. What can you do now?
Can I translate, Maharaj?
Yes.
I know that now I could not translate properly because I was so involved that I forgot to write all. So I tried to translate. Así Maharaj estaba diciendo que estaba hablando que el inconcebible es algo que está além del entendimiento, pero no de la razón. Así el devoto puede mirar eso, el plano trascendental, y observar eso. Entonces, si pensarmos en tiempo, podemos pensar en inmortalidad, porque el futuro no existe, el pasado no existe. La única cosa que existe de facto es el presente. La única cosa que se queda siempre al eterno es lo presente. Cuando tú piensas en pasado, tú estás en el presente. Es con una lanza que se atira. Está en un local, pero está en otro. Es el paradoxo de seno que se habla. Así nosotros estamos en una existencia dinámica. Existe no momento y no el otro al mismo tiempo. Eterno es eterno, ¿no? Es presente, pasado, futuro, todo está moviendo. Así nosotros solo podemos vivir una vida en el presente, no hay otra manera. Puede hablar de pasado, presente, pasado y futuro, pero son palabras para representar algo. No son cosas de substancia, no son eternas, porque la realidad es dinámica. La naturaleza del presente es mutable, es viva. Así como, por ejemplo, los árboles, la grama crece, todo esto participa en el presente eterno. Mismo que se habla que el árbol está se quedando viejo, sus hojas, cuando tú tienes el verano, la primavera, siempre se está renovando. Así siempre hay este proceso de metabolismo, anabolismo y catabolismo, o sea, manutención, destrucción, creación. De la misma manera que los gunas están haciendo así. La creación está por Rajaguna, la destrucción por Tamaguna y la manutención por el modo de la bondad, o sea, Sattva-guna. O sea, si mirar bien, nosotros ya estamos en una existencia eterna, solo hay el presente eterno. Así, si podemos tener una visión sencilla del presente, es bueno. Hay un yogi muy conocido que decía, aquí y ahora. Aquí y ahora es todo que se puede estar, siempre.
Okay, Jai. So you can see here in this verse.
Este yogi que hablaba del aquí y ahora es Ramana Maharishi.
Dijo que el nombre del yogi es, ¿cuál es el nombre? ¿Cómo se llama, Prabhu?
Ramana Maharishi.
Ramana Maharishi is the name of the yogi Maharaj who said that here and now.
Maharaj, Ramana?
Maharishi.
Ramana Maharishi. I don't know, maybe he said that, but that's been said by others also. I remember Ramdas, I think, said that. And not so important who said that, but the idea is there. But what I want to point out is here in this verse, Sridhara is talking about awards him immortality in fearlessness and sorrowlessness. Why these two terms? Immortality in fearlessness and sorrowlessness. Why is he saying this? And then later on in the verse, he says, the embodiment of fearlessness, sorrowlessness, and positive immortality. So now we already know what positive immortality means, right? What does it mean?
El present.
Present.
Yeah. Simple and complex, beautiful.
Then why fearlessness? Fearlessness comes only when we're worried about the future.
Yes.
What will happen? Huh? No?
Yes.
So fearlessness means the future.
Yes.
And sorrowlessness means what?
The past.
Past.
Wow.
Past.
We're
Yes,
happy, we're unhappy, we're sorry about something that happened already.
Yes.
Huh? So he's saying embodiment of the futureless and the pastness and the positive present.
Yes.
You see? When we're not worried about the future, that's called fearless. When we're not thinking about the past, that's called sorrowless. And fully focused upon the present, that is immortality, joyfulness.
Yes.
Yes.
May I translate, Maharaj?
Good.
Assim, porque, mas o que me gostaria de apontar agora neste verso que está hablando que así la persona se torna destemida sin miedo o sin preocupaciones, sin lamentaciones, mejor diciendo. ¿Y por qué eso? Los destemidos significa alguien que no tiene preocupación con el futuro, que no lamenta, que no es lamentoso porque no tiene ningún lamento del pasado. Así puede decir que él es el incorporamiento del presente positivo.
So this is what Krishna consciousness means. Huh? Krishna consciousness. Focus upon Krishna, focus upon the ever dynamic present, dynamic activities of the Lord, the joyful. Like you said, it's not just being present in a kind of a samadhi, a static state.
Yeah.
And be here now. That doesn't tell us anything.
Yeah.
That's just being. But what do you do? What is you doing? And devotees always remembering the eternal pastimes that ever going on, the eternally fresh pastimes of the Lord. There's a difference between us and the Mayavadis. They are also come to some type of eternal position, but they can't remain there. But devotees can be ever engaged and remembering the sweet and ongoing and dynamic pastimes of Mahaprabhu and the Lord, Krishna and Radha.
Yes.
How deep this verse is, well, we can understand now a little bit.
Yes. Jai.
Hare Krishna. What's your question?
Can we also say that fearlessness and sorrowlessness are symptoms of the 6 limbs of Sharanagati? Because fearless, so they're only coming from our spiritual master, which means we've surrendered. And then one of those, you said last Saturday, that the most important was accepting the guardianship of the Lord. So that's fearlessness. And then sorrowlessness is accepting the happiness of the Lord, right? What pleases the Lord. So
what do you want to say?
That it's also, in addition to the time aspect, it's also talking about surrender.
Okay. Okay. Yes, that's an essential point. And because this is all about coming before the holy lotus feet, which are the embodiment of these things. Huh? And we only come before the holy lotus feet of the Lord and when we surrender to our natural master. He is the one who awards us these things. We get this from Guru Dev. Whole point here. For the disturbed soul, flogged by the 6 enemies, only the shelter of the lotus feet of his natural master awards him immortality and fearlessness and sorrowlessness. That's the key element. Yes?
Yes. Así, eso es lo que significa I will translate Maharaj the last.
Yes, please.
Así, eso que significa la conciencia de Krishna, el presente siempre dinámico, las actividades del Señor. No solamente estar presente en una forma de samadhi, pero lo que está haciendo, la conciencia de eso. Así, los devotos siempre se recuerdan de los pasatiempos del Señor. Hay una diferencia entre nosotros y los Mayavadis. Ellos pueden alcanzar este tipo de inmortalidad, pero no se pueden quedar allá mucho tiempo. pero nós estamos siempre buscando los pasatiempos dinámicos de Mahaprabhu, de Radha Krishna. Así, el Krishna Keshava Prabhu preguntó a Maharaja, entonces podríamos hablar que también de este amor que no lamuria, que no tiene lamentos, es también un síntoma de Saranagati. Aceptar solamente aquel para el Señor asocia algo, além del aspecto del tiempo, que estamos hablando de la rendición. Y así Madhava Puri Maharaj preguntó, sí, recebemos eso de Gurudev. La alma perturbada solamente tiene como lo abrigo, los pies del loto del maestre espiritual, que es la personificación del destemor y también de la no lamuria, de la no lamentación.
¿Puedo decir algo?
Can I say something, Maharaj?
Please, yes.
Por favor.
Oh,
¿Sí?
por favor.
Maharaj, cuando usted estaba hablando del dinamismo y le estaba escuchando la traducción que Yadugopal hace, ¿no? Me vino a mi mente algo que sobre el ajedrez. El ajedrez es un arte y es muy complejo de enseñar y de transmitir. Pero hay un secreto que no mucha gente conoce del ajedrez, que se llama precisamente el dinamismo o la actividad. En una partida de ajedrez hay dos bandos, piezas blancas, piezas negras. Cada quien tiene sus piezas y esas piezas tienen un valor. Pero en el mundo del ajedrez se considera a las piezas como algo material. Pero los jugadores expertos tratan, en una partida de ajedrez, los buenos jugadores lo que tratan es de lograr no tanto un beneficio material, sino conseguir que su ejército consiga una gran actividad. Entonces, a veces hay que sacrificar, no importa lo que mucho que valga una pieza, hay que sacrificar lo material. A veces es necesario para conseguir un gran dinamismo. ¿Y qué pasa si se consigue ese dinamismo? Se obtiene la victoria y se trasciende lo que es el aspecto material del juego. Todo eso que estaba hablando el Maharaja me hizo recordar también que en una partida de ajedrez no existe el presente o el pasado o el futuro, existe el aquí y el ahora, el presente. Tú no puedes jugar algo y decir, no voy para atrás, no. Tienes que hacer el aquí, el ahora, el presente, combinado con el dinamismo para producir obras maestras de las partidas de ajedrez, porque las partidas de ajedrez son obras de arte. No es un simple juego de mesa, no, es un arte. Y a través de ese arte, lo que está hablando el Maharaj me venía a la mente y lo relacioné, lo que es más importante en una partida de ajedrez, el dinamismo. Y sin ese dinamismo es imposible lograr una victoria. No hay la posibilidad. Y el dinamismo, para lograr ese dinamismo, tienes que sacrificar cosas o poner de un lado el valor de lo material, no darle tanta importancia por un objetivo mayor. Eso se puede extraer, esa enseñanza, si se entiende bien un poco el arte del ajedrez, y lo quería compartir. Gracias.
Yeah. Maharaj, while you are talking about dynamism, Maharaj, I was hearing the translation, and something came to my mind about the chess. I don't know, Maharaj, if you know, but Haryananda is a professional chess player and teacher. Okay. And he's saying that about chess, that it's not just a game of board game, it's actually an art that's really complicated and difficult to teach. And he said that there's a secret in the chess that some people knows about the dynamism of activity. You have two groups, the white and the black group, and each piece has a value on that. But in the chess world, some people consider them like material. And in a play, a good player is that one who doesn't care about this material value, but yes, made the army get his objective. So in that way, the great dynamism means to sacrifice the material vision of that. Or in the chess, you do not have past and future. We only have the present. Well, we only have the present combined with dynamism to produce works of art. It's not just a game, actually it's art. So in that way, Maharaj, as you told, I created this relationship that the most important is the dynamism. And to get this dynamism, it's necessary to sacrifice the material to the higher benefit.
Die to live.
Yes.
Very nice. Very nice.
Muy bueno, Prabhu. Morrer para vivir.
We get our identity. Huh? Well, I get our identity in these thoughts, huh? And we can understand who we are. This type of thinking that renounces the fearlessness and sorrow, world of fearlessness and sorrow, the future, worrying about the future and dreaming about the past. That's not where our identity lies.
Yes. Así nosotros, para conocer nuestra identidad, necesitamos del destemor y la ausencia de la muria, sin se preocupar con ambas las cosas. Este local de donde se encuentra nuestra identidad verdadera.
Our identity does not lie in where we were born, what our family is, all these things, what country we live in. That's not our identity. Our real identity lies in the immortal plane, our permanent identity. Okay, I think we'll stop here.
Maharaja, I have a question.
Oh, please, devotee. Yes.
Yeah. Maharaja, I just want to know how was the difference between humility and inferior complex. Like for example, sometimes I feel looking at the devotional act of other devotees, I feel that my devotion is nothing before them, and I feel so I feel appreciating about them. But at some stage, even looking at a person who don't know anything about Hare Krishna, but they'll be doing devotion act on with some other god, maybe Ganapati. So that time also I feel they're doing great job and I'm not doing anything. And that time I speculated myself and thought, is it I'm becoming very inferior? Is it humility, humbleness, or am I losing confidence like that? I felt. So that line of division, whether it is humbleness, humility, or inferior complexity is developing within me, I don't know. I just want to know where is that difference.
Well, I think we can appreciate dedication, devotion in anyone. I see that here, like in New Jersey, they have built this one temple not far from us, from the Swami Narayan people. And that temple is so beautiful, so intricate design. And those devotees who had to build that must have given a great deal of devotion, dedication to doing that. Even in India, we see so many big temples, very ornately designed, and we think how much dedication, devotion they have. Tirupati, they have so much wealth. People are giving so much to the deity there. And I'm thinking our devotees, how much we're doing like that, huh? If we had that type of devotion, we'd be very incredible organization. So I think sometimes we don't have as much devotion as they have in that way. But doesn't mean that our conception is not higher. We also have to understand the conception of Narayan and the conception of Krishna, they are different. And Mahaprabhu was very merciful. He came to get the most fallen souls. And we can certainly see that, I think, in our organization, how people are always bickering and very nasty things actually doing, as we can see is going on. What kind of fallen souls are they who are chanting Hare Krishna and yet criticizing one another? Not very advanced devotees, you see, who are like that. Yes. So, but Mahaprabhu meant to get everyone, even those who are a little bit crazy, stupid, ignorant, envious. He brought them all. He didn't look, Nityananda doesn't care what your disqualifications are. He only cares that you can chant Hare Krishna. And that is necessary. This is Kali Yuga. If he didn't come and if he didn't take that attitude, and then how would we be coming? All these people coming. They wouldn't have a chance if he was too strict. If it was not so nectarian that anybody could take it, even the most fallen souls. So we're like that. We're very fallen souls. Yet somehow Nityananda is very merciful. Mahaprabhu is Mahavadanaya, and we're coming. So I always think like that. I always think like that. How much fallen we are, how much affection and dedication we have, and how much others may have than us. I don't know if that's humble or what it is. I think it's being just honest. To be honest with yourself and others. Look at it in an objective way. Try to understand. Like I try to understand how to accept all these people who are so vulgar, making so many offenses to myself, to others, to Shanta Maharaj, all that. And very breaking, heartbreaking. But I've been so many years a devotee like this, with ISKCON and the mud, and I've seen it all. I've seen what they do. And trying to find some room in our heart to accept that, to encourage the devotees to see them in a brighter light, a positive light, and not only in the negative way. So we have to understand. This. And Sridhar Maharaj came from a very exalted family, Bhattacharya. In India, he came from a very exalted family. And even his family were speaking Sanskrit to one another. So it was very difficult, I think, for him to accept all these things that Western devotees coming to him. He was very high-minded, was able to compose all these beautiful poems and collect all these slokas in his book, Jivanamrita, and to put it all down so brilliantly and beautifully. And to be fed to those who are engaged in Vaishnav Ninda, Vaishnava Parad, the highest things given to the lowest. Very wonderful, very amazing. And he lived in Aparad Bhyanjan Pat. Aparad Bhyanjan Pat. That place in Navadvip where he's staying, Kolardvip, called Aparad Bhyanjan Pat, where all offenses are forgiven. The place where all offenses are forgiven. He took up quarters there, not only for himself, but for others also, that they may come. Jagai and Madhai, they came with very offensive attitude toward Nityananda, even wanting to harm him, and harming him, no doubt. But they accepted. Mahaprabhu, Nityananda accepted them. So Sridhar Maharaj, all giving the greatest, the highest things, yet he accepted us, accepted everyone. Because that is the place for that is the way they will only hope they have in this world. Otherwise, they're all hellbound. We're all hellbound. But somehow, if we can talk about these things, think about these things, we may be able to get some higher idea, higher direction in our life. And that's all we are interested in. Whether we are humble or not, or this, or the other thing. We want to be sincere, and that will, I think that will automatically produce the proper ideas about ourselves and others. We are sincere in our desire to be servants of Krishna and servants of Guru. That's enough. Whatever comes from that, that'll be something good. We have faults. That's not a problem. We're trying to become cleansed, purified. When you're taking a shower, people may criticize you. You're dirty. Of course, I'm dirty. That's why I'm taking a shower. So, you can't criticize. I'm trying to cleanse that dirt. You expect it. That is our process. How much dirty we are, how much pride we have, all these things, and we, hopefully by following the process given to us by Rupa Goswami, we may make some little progress. Some are making more, some not making so much, whatever. But something, we have to hold on, whatever our position, because that is the only shelter and the only place we can possibly find relief from this world, at the shelter of Mahaprabhu's lotus feet. And we don't want to criticize those, therefore, that may not be so understanding or whatever. Rather, we have to tolerate, be humble, and respect. And sometimes it's more important that to be humble when the person we're dealing with are not very humble at all. That's more important. I think that's where we draw the line about humility. Who can tolerate the unhumble, but evil.
Hi, amazing Maharaj. Okay, let me translate.
Okay.
Así la Didi hacía una pregunta, está hablando. Maharaj, algunas veces yo miro personas que no conocen de devoción, no tienen este conocimiento, están haciendo cosas. Y pienso, mira, cómo esta persona está haciendo una cosa devocional y grande, pero yo no tengo eso. Por eso, Maharaj, puede hablar de dónde hay la línea de la humildad y del complejo de inferioridad. Entonces el Maharaj dijo, dedicación, devoción, es una cosa que se debe, puede se apreciar en todos. Hay un ejemplo que los devotos de Swami Narayana construyeron un templo cerca de nosotros. Ellos se dedicado tanto, mismo en la India hay tantos templos bellos. Así yo pienso, ¿cuánta dedicación y devoción se tuve allá? Las personas hicieron donaciones para las deidades allá, una organización increíble, todo eso. Así pienso, yo no tengo tanta devoción cuanto ellos, pero eso no significa que yo tenga una concepción inferior. Mahaprabhu es muy misericordioso. Él vino para los más caídos. Las personas hacen cosas sucias, pero yo miro algunas personas que hacen cosas sucias, están criticando a los devotos y cosas así, pero están cantando Mahamantra. Son personas que no están tan avanzadas. Mahaprabhu vino a todos, mismo que sean locos, burros, etc. Nityananda Prabhu no se preocupa con la descualificación, solamente se preocupa es que tú cantes el Hare Krishna. Ahora es Kali Yuga. Caso contrario, si no pudiese ser así, las personas no tendrían ninguna chance. Sería tan nectario que nadie podría tomar eso. Así, Nityananda Prabhu es tan misericordioso. Y siempre yo pienso así, cuánto caídos que nos somos y cuánto afecto y dedicación que los otros tienes. Eso no es humildad, esto es ser honesto con nosotros. Pienso que aceptar, yo pienso siempre, ¿cómo aceptar las personas que están haciendo ofensas contra Shanta Maharaj, contra yo y contra tantos los otros? Yo estoy a tanto tiempo en el mata, si yo vino lo que sucede y nosotros tenemos que intentar encontrar un espacio en nuestro corazón para acomodar a estas personas. tentar mirar desde el aspecto positivo. Tenemos que comprender eso. Por ejemplo, Srila Maharaj vino de una familia muy exaltada, la familia Bhattacharya. Por ejemplo, en su familia se comunicaban entre ellos en sánscrito. Entonces, puede imaginar cuán difícil fue para él comprender y aceptar cuando los occidentales vinieron a él. Y así mismo escribió tantos libros, poesía, todo tan brillante. Y para alimentar a las personas que están haciendo Vaishnava Ninda, que están cometiendo Vaishnava Parada. Así está dando lo más elevado para lo más caído, para lo más bajo. Eso es maravilloso. Así vivía en la parada Vayampat, o sea, el local de donde todas las ofensas son perdonadas. Se estableció allá, a donde Jagai y Madai estaban con actitudes tan ofensivas contra Nityananda, pero aceptaron Mahaprabhu y Nityananda. Sridhara Maharaj está dando lo más elevado, y mismo así nos acepta. Así, esta es la única esperanza que nosotros tenemos. Caso contrario, no hay otra salida. Así, si podemos comprender eso y practicar eso, hablar sobre eso, tal vez podremos tener una guía más avanzada de eso. Si somos humildes o no, si tenemos humildad o no, eso no es el caso. Si nosotros somos sinceros, tendremos una idea apropiada y así tendremos el deseo de servir al Guru. Entonces virá algo de bom para nosotros. Tenemos fallas, pero eso no es un problema porque estamos intentando nos purificar. Cuando tú estás tomando el baño, una persona puede hablar, mira, tú estás sucio. Pero seguro que yo estoy sucio, por eso que yo voy a tomar el baño. Este es el proceso. El cuánto de orgullo o cuánto de suciedad nosotros tenemos, nos tenemos que seguir los pasos de Rupa Goswami y así nosotros podremos hacer algún progreso, progredir un poco. Puede que no sea grande, puede ser que sea pequeño, pero eso no importa. Es el único lugar de donde podemos tener abrigo en este mundo. Así nosotros no queremos criticar a las personas que están en esta posición. Tenemos que ser tolerantes, humildes y dar honor. Más humildes ainda con las personas que no tienen esta humildad. Eso es que tenemos que hacer. Creo que es ahí que se puede hacer la línea. Jai Maharaj. Dandavat.
And I want to say one more thing about humility. That's external humilities we're talking about, but internal humility is also there. And that means I don't do anything outside of or independent or separate from Krishna. I accept that Krishna is the Supreme Lord, and everything is running under His direction, His will, and I don't have any desire or will to do anything other than to submit to His will, to submit only to His will and trust that that is perfect, and there's nothing else I can even attempt to do without understanding His will is involved. And trying to do that and not trying to do some other thing. And that is humility internally. That the Supreme Lord is in charge and I am His puppet.
Jai. Y hay una cosa que me gustaría decir que sobre la humildad externa y la humildad interna. Que yo no hago nada separado de Krishna. Yo acepto Krishna como el Señor Supremo. Todo acontece sobre la dirección de ello, el deseo de él. Así yo no tengo ningún otro deseo a no ser de me someter a su deseo. Confiar, creer que eso es perfecto. No hay más nada que yo pueda hacer. No hay nada que yo tenga que hacer. Solamente aceptar eso. Esa es humildad interna. Que comprender y aceptar que todo está en el control de él.
Thank you so much. Sadhu-Gopal Prabhu ki jai. Hariyananda Prabhu ki jai. All the devotees ki jai. Kanapriya Didi Umadevi, Devahuti, Shamagori, Nalini, Srimati Devi, Ananditya, and Paramatma, and Priya Yama, and Bhagavati, and Priya Dakshin. What did I miss? Krishna Keshava, Umadevi, Haribo. Please be well. Keep well.
Jai Saparikara Shiguru Gorangandar Govinda Sundardar Gopal Juki Jai Jom Shapatra Mahashri Lakshakar Veristotra Sat-cit-ananda Bhakti Madhava Puri Maharaja ki Jai.
Jai. Jai.
Thank you, Maharaj.
Thank you, Maharaj.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Dandavat pranam.